This video is brought to you by catbeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats. We are Beast.
Kevin Durant's free agency has been widely speculated the past year or so, and while I know this topic is something that's been covered all over the media by now, the events that have been occurring the past couple weeks have shattered all the doubt in my mind, and I am now 100% convinced that Kevin Durant will leave this coming summer, and I want to share with y'all why I think this. But before we go on, a quick word from our sponsors over at catbeast.com, a great website where you can create custom embroidered hats. Links will be in the description for y'all to check them out, and once again, shout out to catbeast.com for sponsoring this video. So just a disclaimer, this video does include psychoanalysis. This video is not going to be much about the numbers per se, but more so the narratives going around the NBA circles. So I don't want to make it seem like I have some insider information, because I don't. So the word of the day for this video is appreciation. That is the key word for today's video. And after hearing that, I feel like many of you guys already know where I'm gonna go with this. The main reason I believe KD will 100% leave this offseason is appreciation, or more so the lack of it. And this lack of appreciation doesn't just start with his Golden State stint. This goes all the way back to his OKC days. Let's take a look back at around the 2015 season. In the 2014-2015 season, KD missed the majority of the season due to a foot injury, which then allowed Russell Westbrook to take full control of the team, and this was really when that triple-double machine started to roll. Russ would finish the season with a scoring title and nearly single-handedly leading the Thunder to the playoffs. Then we go to the 2016 season, and this is where it got interesting. I vividly remember there being conversations about whose team the Thunder really was. Was it KD's or was it Westbrook's? I remember there being a conversation about who's the better player between the two, because at the time, the idea was Russ was viewed as more of an alpha because of his personality. There were debates about who was the better defender, and because of Russ's ability to affect the game in more than just scoring, there were indeed conversations about who was the better player between the two.
It's hard because Russell is very full of Russell, and he mostly deserves to be. But he's a back-to-back All-Star Game MVP. He's Mr. Triple-Double. There's a lot of egomania going on with Russell as the point guard. So it's sort of a conflict of interest because Russell's into Russell, and I have no big issue with that because he deserves to be into Russell. But it's hard on Kevin to be the superstar that he is, and he doesn't have control of the offense. In the end, it's Russell's offense.
As a matter of fact, that year, even though being on the same team, Westbrook finished ahead of KD in MVP voting. Now looking back, these conversations seem funny because we all know KD was and still is leaps ahead of Westbrook. You know, I hope so. But it was really the beginning of this series of events of not giving KD the credit and respect that he believed he deserved. I mean, prior to the foot injury, just think about it. KD led the Thunder to the finals, won an MVP, was viewed as the unanimous second best player in the league, and just after one injury where he came back fine, the Curry show happened where he won back-to-back MVPs, one of them being a unanimous, and also won a championship. And now there's conversations about KD not even being the best player on his own team. Fast forward after the 2016 playoffs, and as we all know, KD decided to join the Golden State Warriors. Now, remember all the slander when he announced that move. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. That is a lot of slander for a person who's been the NBA's darling pretty much prior to that move. People were questioning his manhood, man. They were questioning his character. They were questioning his values. They were and still are calling that move the weakest move in NBA history, and that KD was not a competitor because of it. And in his time in Golden State, let's just be real here, he just never choked or underperformed in the big picture of things. He was expected to win a championship every single year, and assuming he is out for the finals this year, he did win a championship every single year. and was the finals MVP every single year. He led them to a 67-win season his first year, outplayed LeBron twice in some people's eyes, hit 2 of the clutchest shots in NBA history in back-to-back years, but no, he's still not better than LeBron because of his move alone. He's still a snake. He never even got MVP consideration in his time in Golden State. Now let me ask you this. Has anyone in NBA history gotten less credit for what they've accomplished than KD has the past 2 years? Now some might say rightfully so because of the move, and I agree to an extent, but think of it from his perspective, since this is a video talking about the reason why he's leaving this team. The man led them to a 67-win season his first year, never underperformed, won 2 championships with 2 finals MVPs, outplaying what many consider the best player in the world. If any other player accomplished that, they would hands down be considered the best player in the world. But here we are, and there are still people that believe a guy who didn't even make the playoffs is still better than him. There are people that don't even think he's the best player on his own team, which is another conversation for another day that I can get into. But from KD's perspective, it just seems like ever since 2015, KD has been in this situation where, from his perspective again, you can clearly see that he has the right to believe that his talents are not being appreciated and that they're being taken for granted no matter what he does. And from his perspective, he's literally done everything he can to maximize his time in Golden State, and yet still, not enough credit. He already has the monkey off his back that is winning a championship. Now it's just time to elevate his legacy even more by winning somewhere else. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on the Kevin Durant situation. Do y'all think there's even a slight chance that he stays with Golden State? I do not believe so. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I am out. Peace.